Good evening, Bharat Patel ji. We welcome you to, first of all, Chicago. All the way, it is almost 90 degree, but it's not that bad what you have in Florida at this point of the year. So, but the mangoes are so good in Florida.
They are. Season's over though, right? It finished in July.
I know, we do keep getting from our friends. Let's talk about the organization. I was telling Kalpesh, which is a national pride actually for the people of the diaspora, to be honest, because only few organizations, those who are like really working with the due diligence, like, in the corporate manner. Let this be AAHOA and API and another few, but they are handful only.
Sure.
It takes a lot for an organization to be where you are today and becoming a voice of the members. Let's talk about little bit the journey of AAHOA and your journey when we talk about where do we stand today and what do we focus, because you're very, very professionally you're handling, your conventions are very well attended, no matter everybody is, because you are a voice for the members.
Yep. So my journey started in 2008. Actually, I went to one convention in 2005 in Fort Lauderdale. So I grew up in the hotel business, Florida for the most part. I had stops in Kentucky and North Carolina. But my journey at AAHOA, it's almost like the same fights over again. That we have issues with insurance, we have issues with franchising, and that's how the association started, right? Mm-hmm. And so right now we're facing the same challenges that we faced. It's going to be 35 years coming up in May. So our convention in Orlando will be almost like 35th anniversary. Mm-hmm. It's April 2 through the 5th. Mm-hmm. And, I'm honored to be the chairman of the association this year.
Bharatji, let's talk about, like, you do have a physical presence in Washington, D.C., because in these kind of cases, like, the lobbying does work and work in a very big manner. So I just talked to Kalpesh, being a member, what AAHOA is doing for its members.
Sure. And as I travel around the country, right, this is my 11th regional event, right? And we represent 5 states in the upper Midwest here at Chicagoland, the event here today. When we are traveling around the country and members ask me, what are we doing for our members? Look, first of all, on the federal level, advocacy, right? One of the key things is access to finance, right? And what we're discovering is almost a third of our membership is independent hoteliers. And those independent hoteliers, 2 things they face really broadly. The challenges they face is access to financing, and then also access to GDS, right? The marketing system, the global distribution system of reservations, right? So that's why sometimes they pick a brand. But we want to make sure that they have access to both. And so on the federal advocacy front, there's really 2 things going on. One is labor, one is access to finance. So when I talk about access to finance, Small Business Administration, the loan limits. Now, interestingly enough, in this new rate environment, the interest rates are going up every couple of months. And now the renewals are coming up in the next year or 2. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but a lot of our members are going to face challenges. So we've already started discussions with members of the administration talking about these challenges that our small business owners are going to face. The second thing is we need some sort of immigration reform, some sort of labor reform. Now maybe we tackle it in a smaller range. There's different talks and discussions going on, but say, for example, you have asylum seekers in America. It's taking them 2 or 3 years to get work authorizations. Maybe we can decrease that amount, time frame. The other thing is the all the visa categories have set numbers. Maybe they can adjust them to the points that we need them. So those things can help with the people.
Because
that
your people must be facing the labor problem, because they're not finding the people. If they're not finding the people in the hospitality industry, how you're going to serve the people? That is
true.
And then the wages thing, and then the pandemic came, because everything has been, for a small businesses, it is impacting.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, labor is the number one issue for all our members. And I'm sure if we did a survey, and it's still in process right now, if we did a survey, I would say even before the pandemic, if you asked our hotel members, the hotel operators, more than 80% would say that they have at least one position open in their hotel. So after the pandemic, definitely.
Because what the people we see on the crossroads begging for this, if they have permit to work, I think that problem can be resolved. This is a very strong message to the administration that this is a 911 call, that we need to have the immigration reforms, because many people, because America is known for a dreamland, and it should be like, make simple for people, those who are already here, so they should not be begging, because we don't encourage.
Well, from the land of Lincoln, right? It's the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
And so anyone that wants to work should be able to work and earn a living and be able to advance. And look, we're in the people business, we're in the hospitality business, right? We need people. right? And it's a fair wage. As you said, wages are always going up in our industry. It's a fair wage and it's a great job. After college, I went to another industry, financial services and some of the things, but, I came back because I love this industry. I don't want to sit in a cubicle. I don't want to sit in an office, right? I want to be out where the other people are. And that's why I love this industry so much. And you'll find thousands of people out there say the same thing.
Thank you so much for sharing. We wish you all the best for this evening.
Thank you. You too. Stick around for dinner.